Episode 851, The Power of the Calorie.
Moms, needing a little inspiration and a ray of hope? You've come to the right place. This is the show that you can turn to for just the pick-me-up you need. This is Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Staring at a stop sign, watching people drive by.
Happy day. I hope you are having an extraordinary week. It is Wellness Wednesday, and we are chatting about the power of the calorie. We're going to get your health booming. Are you ready? Let's get to it. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you haven't already had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com, where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple Strategy Everyday Solutions to live, love, and impact. You want to impact, you got to know and understand the power of the calorie. With it being Wellness Wednesday, we got to talk calories. The power of the calorie impacts not only the body, but specifically the brain. What story is your breakfast telling your brain? Have you had breakfast yet? Maybe it's been lunch or dinner, wherever you are in your day. Pick a meal. What did that meal tell to your brain? What was it telling your body? It was telling a story. Maybe you decided to go and you were running late and you dropped the kids off at school and you had to run by another place before you ran into work. And so you just went through your favorite drive-through. Got that big cup of Joe that you so like with all the foo-foo stuff of the stuff that I don't drink because I don't know. So whatever you call it, it was a conglomerate of everything, but it's oh so tasty, right? And then you added this wonderful breakfast sandwich. What did that breakfast, that meal, tell your brain? Did it tell the brain that, hey, it's time to wake up. You got an amazing day today. Let's get some energy going. We're going to increase it so you can be up and alive for exactly what you need to do. And you're not going to feel tired in 2 hours because we fed you exactly what you need. Or is it one that's going to say, I'm going to suck your energy out. I'm taking it away in 1 hour. In fact, you're going to be starving in 30 minutes. And on top of that, you're going to be a crabby apple. Oh, yeah, because you know what? You don't like yourself very much. What is your breakfast telling your brain? This isn't a typical approach to looking at calories, is it? You're probably sitting there scratching your head going, Christiane, have you lost it? Because typically, it's more about calories in, calories out. Now, this is beneficial to optimal wellness. We need to know what we're taking in and what we're expending. But it's not the only way to look at a calorie. What message are you sending to your brain and your body when consuming that calorie? So I want to give you an example. Let's look at one. Because I love sweets, I'm going to think about this juicy, amazing, hot, fresh, icing dripping all over it cinnamon roll. I'm salivating right now. Are you hungry? If not, join me in this wonderful snack. Just imagine it. I mean, I'm talking like this 400, 500, 600 calorie cinnamon roll. You know the ones I'm talking about. You know where you get them. Now, if you make them homemade, they're probably not going to be that bad for you. And they're probably not that big either. But we've got that cinnamon roll. And then you got my salad. The salad I had for lunch. Oh, my goodness. Leafy greens. Oh, so green. So wonderful. A very colorful salad. Rich in antioxidants with vitamins and nutrients. Which one is going to send your body and the brain the message of love, energy, and vitality? Well, now I know you're hoping for the cinnamon roll. But you know that's not the answer. Common sense tells us that. It needs to go in the trash. The cinnamon roll, that is. Not you, the cinnamon roll. The power of the calorie is essential to balancing your health. We need to understand that there's more than just a number. The calorie isn't just a number. Yet that's how we've been taught in our fitness regimen, in our health and wellness. Well, how many? Well, it's healthy, fine. If you're eating at least 2,000 calories, you want to maintain your weight and you want to build a little bit muscle, maybe, 2,000 calories for a woman's great. For a man, you need to up it a little bit. Oh, but if you want to lose weight, go down to about 1,500, maybe 1,200 calories a day. I'm here to tell you that there's more to a calorie than just its number. Yes, it's important information that we need to have, but we need to empower ourselves with more than just numbers. Because come on, gals, we know what it's like. The size that we wear is a number, right? Our shoe size is a number. How old we are is a number. We just keep defining our life by all these numbers. What do they really mean? That's why we need to give it more meaning than just the meaning of a number. It's the power of the calorie. When you eat food that you crave, that junk food, that fast food, or that crazy fried food, I know it all tastes good. I love it too. My body doesn't love it, but I love it. The power of the calorie is depreciated. Look at a breakfast sandwich, the egg. Now the egg, eggs are awesome. If you want to do one thing, and this is totally sidebar here, if you want to do one thing to your nutrition, begin implementing eggs. Unless if you have an allergy to them, please do not implement eggs. But if you do, man, egg is like the ultimate nutrients-dense food. I mean, you've got good protein. You've got solid, good, wholesome fat in there. It's all good. The egg does the body good. So that's why we're talking about the breakfast sandwich. And you just went and got one, right, with that good old cup of joe that's filled with all that stuff that I have no idea what it is, but it is so yummy. I love the smell of it. Just I don't drink it. Is it really an egg, though? Have you thought about that? I mean, it looks like an egg, but does it really taste like an egg? Is it an egg? The value of the calorie is depreciated. It's worth much less than you cooking and making the same sandwich at home. Because that egg, you know what, it already comes that way. It's not like they're in the back at your favorite fast food restaurant going, I'm cracking this egg, and oh, it looks good. Because think about it. You crack an egg at home. How perfect does it look on your sandwich? Not so much, does it? It kind of runs, and you don't know where the yolk's going to go or if it's going to crack out of its little membrane. And then the white part of it, the egg white itself, and then you're like, oh, maybe it spreads. It's not even. Is it an egg or is it not an egg? What are you really eating? Is it an egg substitute? Think about it. I know. We don't think about it. That's why I'm here. The power of the calorie. You see, if you were to cook that same sandwich and make it at home, and I've done this, not with egg sandwiches, I've done it with burritos. My hubby loves breakfast burritos, and one of his favorite places to go, yes, I'm going to tell a little secret on him, he loves the Chick-fil-A burritos. No, they don't sponsor us, and I'm not at all saying that you need to go eat at Chick-fil-A, but he enjoys their Chick-fil-A breakfast burritos. And so I told him, hun, I can make that, and it will be even better. He's like, really? Okay. I love him, but that's my husband talking. And so I said, yeah. So one Saturday, I was like, he was hungry for it. And I said, I'll just make it for you. And then my son, my youngest, was like, I want one too, Mom. Well, he wants to eat like Dad eats. So, I just get him all going. I made it, and he's like, oh, my gosh, this is incredible. It tastes amazing. I said, and probably how does it compare? He goes, oh, it tastes better. And he didn't just say that to say that, but it was real food. He was eating real food. What are you eating when you go and eat that crazy fried food, that junk food, or that fast food? The power of the calorie when you're in those stores is appreciated. Yeah, you're getting something from it, but what is the message? What is the story that's being told to your brain and to your body? Because when you think about this, the food that you give, the cells are like, whoa. Wait, I know this. These are good nutrients. I want to take them in. I'm hydrated, so I know how to use it. I'm going to funnel it here, and I'm going to direct it here. And the brain says, yes, let's fire up these hormones. We're going to get serotonin released, dopamine. We're going to have even cortisol under control. We've got it all going, and it's going to be awesome. And you what? You got it mood boosting. You got increased energy. You got power for the day. You can go way beyond even lunchtime. And you're like, gosh, I really wasn't hungry because you ate real food. The power of the calorie. If you want the power of the calorie to work for you, what can you do right now? Right now. Not 10 days or 30 days or a year from now. What can you do in your life right now? Here is the KISS, the Keep It Simple strategy. Fuel your body and brain. Fuel. And remember what fuel stands for? Fill up, elevate life. Fill up to elevate your life. How is that going to really break down, though, when it comes to the stories and the power of the calorie? I think back to our special series that we do every Thursday, and we're going to have one here tomorrow. You're going to want to tune in. My strength is my story. Your strength comes from a calorie. That calorie is a nutrient, but that calorie and how many of those types of calories that you have are either going to help you or hurt you. So how are you fueling your body and your brain? Number one, you have to know what you eat now. Come on. Seriously. Do you really know what you eat? I've talked to some people and they're like, oh gosh, I don't remember, because they're busy. And they just do things, and we find ourselves, what? Eating out of habit. Maybe you don't remember because you just grabbed the bowl of cereal, or you grabbed whatever the kids left over, or whatever the hubby left out because it was convenient. You were in a rush, so you grabbed it. So you ate it. You grabbed it and you ate it. Yum. It's fabulous. But maybe not so much for the body and the brain. Was it really the fuel? Fill up, elevate life. So know what you eat now. Number two, pick one meal to focus on. Don't try and do your whole day. You're going to drive yourself batty. Now, unless if you don't have anything else to do. You know, maybe you're older, your kids are all gone, and you're at home, and, you know, you're retired, whatever it is. Okay, if you have all the time in the world, then you can focus on your entire day. But otherwise, I want you just to what? Pick one. It's the one thing. We've talked about the power of one. This is when one comes in. Pick either the breakfast, the lunch, or the dinner. Once when you begin to establish a rhythm where it's easy for you to figure out this is what works for me, my body is responding like this, then you can go to another meal that you want to look at. So whether it's the lunch, whether it's the dinner, etc. And eventually you're going to find out, oh my gosh, this is so easy. Why didn't I do this before? And number three, you need to eat nutrient-dense foods. And when I'm talking about this, it's the biggest bang for your buck. You can eat those fast food egg type breakfast sandwiches. And I'm not going to call out the fast food names that are out there, all the different restaurants. You know them. I don't have to tell you. But you may have to eat 3 or 4 of those to equal the nutrients found in the one you make at home. So which do you think is better? You're obviously going to be eating a lot more calories in eating out because you're going to be like, gosh, I'm starving again. It's only been like 45 minutes. Why am I hungry? Think about it. You go to a buffet and you eat and you eat and you're like, gosh, I'm stuffed. Then all of a sudden you get in the car and you're driving home 15, 20, 30 minutes later and you're like, why do I feel like I need to eat something again? I'm craving maybe something sweet and savory. And then the next thing you know, you kind of do that and you're like, but I just had a meal like a blink ago. What's going on? Your brain didn't get the message. It didn't get the fuel. So it's like freaking out. And it says, you haven't taken care of me. I'm still hungry. The power of the calorie. Where are your calories going? So when you're eating nutrient-dense foods, this is what it needs to look like. You got to eat real food. It's got to be real. Now, I'm not telling you natural because that word natural is kind of a weird word nowadays. It's not defined properly, and we throw it around. So I want you to eat real food. So you've heard me say this before. If God made it, I can eat it. That's the same idea. Real food. Also, eat your leafy greens and your green veggies, and even more veggies. But I say greens because the greens have a lot more benefits than your other ones do. Especially like, you know, you get into your carrots and your sweet potatoes and all of this stuff, and that's great. They're wonderful. But like for me, I can overeat those, and I really need to get to my leafy greens. So make sure that your plate has some green on it. It needs green. Why do you think when you look outside, God created so much green in the world? It's kind of, think about it, it's the foundation to his palette. Yeah. That's the beginning of where the painting begins. Then sprinkle on and in some fruit. Think berry, berry, berry good. It's your berries, your strawberries, your raspberries, your blackberries, your blueberries, your berries. Berry it up. It's good. But that doesn't mean that in the morning You say, okay, I got the perfect breakfast, Christy. I'm going to have a banana and an apple, and I'm going to have some strawberries. That sounds awesome. And I'm going to throw it in a blender. I'm going to add a little almond milk. What are you mainly eating? Sugar. Seriously. Your sugar amount is going to outweigh your protein amount. Not good. Not good. You're like, but it's real food. It meets your definition. I'm supposed to eat real food. Yes, but what happened to the greens? You need to add a lot more spinach in and release some of the fruit. See, that's our problem. We think we're eating healthy, but we may not be eating right for our body. So just because breakfast looks good with the banana and the apple or orange, let's say, and then your berries, that's all great, but where's your protein? You got to have protein too when you eat foods, nutrient-dense foods. You have to always have that protein with every meal. Now, yes, if you were making a smoothie and you added in almond milk, you would have almond. It would be coming from that. But look at your almond milk. What's in it? Yeah, you got to be careful because it's processed unless you're making your own almond milk. So be careful, okay? It's one of these things, the power of the calorie. It's there, but when you take it further, knowing that it's not just about weight and that it's you're just feeding your body and it's fuel for your body, but it's also what? It's a story for your brain. Your life, your journey is made up of stories. And your strength comes from your story. So the power of the calorie is in the story and the message that you're sending. So you got to eat nutrient-dense food. And also, I love this. My grandma told me this when I was I don't know how old I was. I was a wee little thing, but I always remember it. And she says, sweetheart, always eat a colorful plate. And she didn't mean eat the plate literally. She meant when you're eating, you should have multiple colors on your plate. It should be vibrant. Your oranges and your dark greens and maybe some browns. And then you've got some reds and you've got some purples. Eat a colorful plate. Your meal should be colorful. It reminds me of my salad. It was so good today. And it was so colorful. Between the orange peppers and the cucumbers, and I kind of do a little decorative cucumbers so I don't take all the skin off. And so I make them kind of like the stripe. You know what I'm talking about. And then, I had fresh chicken. Oh, yum. Because I made chicken last night, so I had leftover chicken, put that in there. And then, yes, I had a little bit of cheese. But another sidebar here. If you like cheese, but you can't have a lot of it, then make your cheese count for you. So like for me, I use a pepper jack. So I don't need a lot to get a huge bang for my buck. I just need a little bit, and I cut it up real thin, and so I have a lot of it, but that doesn't mean I'm eating a lot of it. It's just that I get enough of a little kick with it, and that's important. So if you want to have that cheese, but you don't want to eat the whole pound of cheese, which I'm a cheese lover, and I could so do that. I love, love, love cheese. Then do that. Pick a cheese that has a little more bang to it, a little more kick in its step. Yeah, you do like a Colby Jack. I love Colby Jack cheese, but it's more mild, and it's not going to have that, so you want more of it, and then you want more of it, and that doesn't help you. So definitely eat a colorful plate. Also, eat in season. Shop local. And if you can't shop local and you can't eat in season, like maybe it's strawberries and strawberries aren't happening now, then go to your frozen section. That's better than going to the section that's maybe canned, because it's not gonna be a good situation. Like your canned green beans, they put stuff in there. Go to the frozen section. Now make sure, especially on the fruits, that there's no sugar added. Okay, you want to make sure it's no sugar added. There isn't any extra juice or whatever. You want the fruit basically flash frozen, and that's good. And that's a good way, and it's also a less expensive way to eat healthy, but not to spend big bucks either. So eat in season. And again, always have protein with every meal. And don't forget, my favorite, hydrate. You see, the power of the calorie impacts your success in life. It matters. Maybe you want some help. Click on the link, Take Aim. I would love to come beside you. You have a complimentary coaching call with me. When you click on that link, it'll open up this little form. Fill it out. That will begin our conversation. And we can talk about the power of the calorie for you. What is it? Maybe you get those afternoon blues. Yeah, those good old candy bars aren't going to cut it. It may for the first 15 minutes, and oh, yeah, I know, they taste so good. And they do nothing for your brain, though. The story it tells them is that, you haven't given me anything. You've depleted all my nutrients. I need more. I want even more. And now you begin to overeat on what you really don't need to because your body isn't getting what it needs. So go back and think about your day. Think about what you've eaten so far. If it's early in the morning, think about yesterday's dinner. The power of the calorie. You decide what you put in your body and how you're going to fuel your life, your success, because you want to go out and live, love, and impact. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, love, and lots and lots of hugs. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.